Good. It looks like it's working. That's good. So, okay. I don't know if you've. I've mentioned this. You will be leveling up, so I hope you have your level 3 character sheets ready when you do.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Um, um, okay. So, is everyone ready to begin?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So on the last session, you are like a band of unfledged adventurers. An old friend, a dwarf by the name of Gundren Rockseeker, has found something incredible but remains secretive. He has tasked you to deliver some supplies to the town of Delvin. He, along with Sildar Allwinter, a bodyguard he hired, set off ahead of you. As he made your way to the town, you did come across 2 dead horses, ramshacked, and you recognised the horses belonging to Gundren and Sildar. That's when you got attacked by goblins. After a fierce battle, you fought them off. One remained, and he ran off, revealing a hidden passage up north. You followed the goblin, maneuvered around some traps, but sprung one. But you kept going forward, and you made yourself into an entrance of a cave. You went into the cave, tamed some guard wolves, and you came across what you believed to be the leader, a bugbear named Clark. After killing his pet wolf, Clark tried to flee the battle, and after some effort, you managed to finish him off just before he was able to escape. And now the one goblin remains. You are now still inside the cave. The goblin looks up as you defeat his leader, and he starts to run up north, down the passageway. What would you like to do?
And this is the passageway that we didn't come in, right?
Yes, this is another one that slopes downwards and to the north. There's a different passageway.
Okay. I suppose we should chase him because we need to go that way anyway. He might be going for the prisoners. If they're alive, that is.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I say we start chasing him.
I'll let you two lead the way. Not looking too hot.
Fair.
Okay. Let's just check. Okay. So, you begin. You follow the goblin down the passageway. Let's see. Okay. And then, as you move further in, you enter a large cavernous arena. And just in front of you, you see like sort of like this makeshift, like a makeshift dam, made of stone, filled with two large pools of water. And to the west, you see it trickling out, forming the stream of water that you saw at the cave entrance. The sound of rushing water echoes throughout the cavern walls. And close by, you see a group of goblins. And you see the one that you've been chasing running up to them, about to warn them of your presence.
What do you guys think we should do?
Well,
We could
since
just
he's
try to
running,
kill him real quick.
We should probably try to take him out to stop him from warning the others.
Yeah,
But-
I agree.
But I don't know if we will be able to, given our track record. And they might just see the dead body.
I mean, worst case scenario, we kill all of them.
Yeah, we kind of have to like. Well, I mean, I guess we could try some range stuff as we move closer, I guess. But like.
Let's just get the drop on them all, I guess. If we're gonna have to kill all of them, for the more than likely, might as well.
Yeah, have the element of surprise on our side.
Makes sense.
Right. Okay. So, as the goblin flees, I'll want you to make an attack, and if it misses, then I'll ask everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Who wants to do the honors? Could use Old Reliable. That missed every time.
Let's not. Let me do it, I guess. Hold on, let
You are
me
the one who
remember.
actually hit.
This is true. This is true. So let me see what I'm gonna do here. One D 20. $25.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
That is, and because it's a crit, you double your dice. So.
Okay, so shoot. So I would do 2d6 instead of 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So, just what weapon are you using? A short bow?
Need javelin.
Javelin. So, as the goblin just runs up close, you throw your javelin. It just pierces right through the goblin, coming out from the other side. The goblin just falls down dead. The other goblins, seeing this, look in your direction. One of them is dead, so we have one less goblin to deal with. Everyone a roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going first. I got a 3.
$16. Dang.
Okay. 21, but it's still 10 at 20.
So, yeah. So, oh, okay, before combat starts, where would you like to be positioned? Like,
I would like to be behind the other 2.
Totally fair.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I'm cool with where I'm at now.
okay,
It should probably work position wise.
okay, so okay, 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 and okay, okay, initiative, what's it? What's the initiative again? I'll do an order. So, Killian, what's your initiative?
21.
21. Okay.
Mhm.
And Ma McDonald,
16.
16.
Mhm.
And Silif,
3.
3. Okay. So, first, it's Killian. So,
Okay. So let's see. Guess I will run right on over to between the 2 goblins that are closest to me. I think there's enough room to get there.
10, 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then I will try to bonk the one on the right with my mace.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 17.
That is. Roll for
All right,
damage.
cool. And I got 8 damage.
Just like that, 1-8 whack. You plunge in the goblin's skull, it indents. You see blood point out his ears, his nose, as he just falls down dead. With a loud thud.
Feels good to get a good hit in.
Yeah.
That should be the end of my turn.
Okay, up next is Ma McDonald.
Okay, I am going to run in and hit the one on the left with my warhammer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Rotate.
Okay. 16.
Yeah. That is. Roll for damage.
Okay. Six.
Yeah. 6 damage. So
Mhm.
with that, you bring the hammer down, smushing the goblin's face in. He's now bleeding out. A few broken teeth missing, but he's just barely standing. They turned on.
Yes.
Okay. And now it's goblin. So the goblin, looking peed off at Matt McDonald, is going to take its scimitar and attempt an attack. So, okay, so. Okay, it rolled a 5. So blood gets in his eyes. He can't see, so it swings wildly. You see, and he easily dodge out of the way, and Wim injured. He's going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he's going to just move and hide behind that stalagmite. And that's his turn done. The other goblin, seeing this, is going to attempt to attack Ma with its scimitar. So it's this one does get hit. 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is. Let's see. Okay. So it comes down, slashes right through you, dealing 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
You alright?
I guess.
And this goblin is also going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he's going to hide behind the other stalagmite. And that's his turn done. It's Silif's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and stroll on down to the right to where I can get a clear line of shot at the goblin on the right. Then I shall cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. Okay. Roll to attack.
And that is another 1. So 6. So you shoot a little droplet of water drops down from below, hits you in the eye, and causing you to flinch a bit as you go off and the Ray of Frost just fires in a random direction. It's like a nearby rock. Is that your turn done? Yep, that'll be it.
Okay, for that.
They really need to work on the plumbing in this place.
Okay, so it's so it's Killian's turn.
Okay. Let's see. So, I guess I will move over to the weakened goblin. Yeah, like that. And then I will try again to bonk them with my mace.
Okay. Okay. Roll to attack.
I got a 7.
6.
With that, the goblin is still injured. Manages to duck behind this stalagmite as you attempt to hit, and he just laughs, blood spitting out of his mouth as he. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yes. It's Mars' turn.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to hit the one on the left closest to me with my warhammer.
Roll to attack.
That is a 20.
Yeah, that is. Roll for damage.
Okay. That is an 11.
See, with that is once with one swing, you crack down. He just breaks into. He breaks his skull. He falls down. And he looks pretty. Is pretty dead now. So is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, and it's the goblin's turn. He is okay. Okay, he's okay. So he's okay. I think he looks pretty injured. He's gonna use it. He's gonna okay. He's just going to an attack to try and get anything. So a let's see. Okay, so roll 1d. That's a 10 to hit, so it misses. So as a goblin attempts to attack Killian, he usually avoid the attack. He's going to use his bonus action to dash. So as he moves, you have an attack opportunity.
Okay. So let's see. I will try to swing the mace that is in my hand. So let's see if I get. I got an 18.
That is, roll for damage.
Okay. I got 6 damage.
see. That. Okay. And let's see. And with that, just before it turns around to escape, you smash him in the back with your mace. Blood starts pouring down his back, and he just falls over, dead.
Success! I'm on fire today.
And
Very good job.
That'll be the end of my turn. Oh no, never mind. It wasn't my turn. Oops, sorry.
That's it. The combat has ended, and as you look, you do see there's two passageways. One that goes like northwest, and by glancing northwest, you can tell that's where the stream is. And there's another passage that's almost like straight west that elevates upwards slightly.
So whenever we came in, we saw a river, right? So which way, based on which way the water is flowing, can I tell which way would go deeper in and which way would lead back?
Just about looking at the river the river will take you back to the entrance of the cave, and the other passage seems to go somewhere else entirely.
All right, I'll go ahead and relay this to the other two. Which way do you think we should go? We might want to go deeper in if there were people here. Maybe the guards, if they have any prisoners, maybe they're the other way.
I say we go deeper in.
Works for me.
Guess that's where we're going then.
Okay. So okay. So you start going the passageway, and as you go further in, you come across a rickety bridge that spans. Let's see. I think it's like 10 feet long, and on the bridge you do see a goblin, but he hasn't noticed you just yet. What would you like to do?
Is he facing the other way?
Or
is he facing us?
It's like facing off to the side, like he's keeping watch.
Okay. So do we want to try sneaking up to get like a sneak attack on him, or do we want to like try throwing a javelin again?
I was thinking a javelin, but I'll leave that up to you guys.
Might as well. I mean, we could try talking to him. I don't know if he'll listen.
The goblins
I'm not much of a talker.
The goblins seem pretty aggro in this cave.
This is true. Alright, I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
You're in range. Make an attack roll.
That is a 23.
So you got 2 nat
Yeah,
20s, and I
then
got
it's
1.
roll for damage.
Okay. That is a 6.
You'd roll 2d6 because it was a.
Oh, true, because it was a crit. Okay, let me see.
So you can just roll a d6.
4.
Yeah,
So it'd be a 6.
Oh no, it'd be 7.
Oh, okay.
yeah, so with that, if quick question, um, um, how many javelins do you have?
Oh, good point. I believe 4.
Yeah.
Was that my last one?
Surely
Yeah,
you would have picked up the other one you threw, right? Like in the last room.
Yeah.
Surely you would have picked up the one you threw last room, right?
That's true. I would have retrieved however many I could have.
Yeah. Okay, because as a javelin pierces right through the goblin being on the edge of the bridge, just loses its balance, collapses, and falls off the bridge.
Well, I'm not getting that one back.
Yeah, and I believe the rest are probably with Clark.
He can keep them.
Well, guess that means no more javelins for you.
It's okay. I can keep casting my Freezy boy.
How's that been
I'm-
working out for you so far?
Well, not great, but I'm bound to hit eventually, even if it's just by accident.
True.
I guess we'll go across the bridge.
So you continue on the passage. And it's like a narrow, cavernous hall. As you go further deeper, it does get slightly darker, but not. But you are able. Most of you might, be able to make a way. And then at the end of this passageway, you come across a large cavernous area, divided in half by a large, like a 10-foot slope. The air is hazy with smoke of a nearby cooking pot, and the pungent smell of rotting hides and filth-ridden goblins. In the area, you see a few more goblins, and on this high 10-foot platform, you see another goblin, and beside him, battered, bruised, bleeding, on the floor, you recognise Sildar Allwinter.
So,
But we don't see Gundren.
No, you don't see Gundren.
Okay. Well, we might as well save who we can.
true. I have a feeling that I might require my healing magic.
It sounds like it.
Just slap some dirt on him. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So how many goblins are there in here?
Yes, okay, so it's on, like, at the bottom you see like 4 goblins. There's one on the top and another one that's on the top of an incline, like a slope you can go up. So there's six in total.
Let's see.
So we could fight them, but that sounds a little risky.
Yeah.
We could try to negotiate because goblins are dumb. Especially if we use the fact that we, killed their boss.
That is true. We could attempt to make them understand our strength and stand down.
Yes.
You know what the best way to make them understand our strength is, though? Beating them with a warhammer.
Not wrong.
That is true, but we can save that as maybe a plan B.
Okay, alright.
Granted, we lose the element of surprise this way.
This is true.
Well, I don't think an element of surprise is going to work super well on our group of 6 goblins that are all in the room.
Yeah, but at least you could get off a few shots, maybe even.
True.
And we do have the high ground right now.
I don't have anything ranged left, so if you guys could take out some of them with...
You are like on the lower part.
Oh, we're on the lower part.
There's 4 goblins on the lower part and 2 on the upper part, on the upper one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And that's where Sildor is on the upper part with them.
I'll just makes it clearer. Yes.
Okay.
And you were just like about to come in, and
Okay, so there's 4 down there, 1 up there. The one next to the goblin with the sword is the guy that we're coming in to rescue, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay. Well,
What do you
we
guys think?
probably. Well, if we start straight up fighting, right? There's no way we get up there to save him because we'd have to make it through all these goblins, and that one's right there. He'll probably just kill the prisoner, right? So.
Looks of things. Even though it looks like he's been beaten, possibly tortured, you can tell that the goblins are keeping him alive for some reason. Like,
Okay. So they might not just immediately go to kill him when we go to attack. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, if they were gonna kill him, they probably would have done it already.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they were gonna like use him as like a bargaining chip or something for something later, but then realizing that we're here to probably save him, just deprive us of that chance. But I guess they have a better reason, so good.
Well, yeah. So if they're keeping him alive, maybe we can reason with them.
Possibly, yeah. I say
clearly
that
they
we
have some
probably
intel.
want to try it. If nothing else, it might group the goblins up more, so there's the 2 on the outside are closer with the rest of them.
Okay. I'll let you two go in front of me, but I'll try to talk to them.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Right. Right. Who's attempting this?
Me, Silith.
Okay.
Yeah.
This. Okay. This. Okay. What is it that you're gonna say? And then I'd like to roll a persuasion check.
Well, first I'd like to say hello to get their attention. And then
Come in, weapons drawn, ready to attack on a moment's notice.
and I'll hold up my hands.
You see the one on the top. He gets closer, grabs the injured Zelda. What do you want, human?
Well, I was just wanting my friend there. I do not want any trouble. I'm sure you guys do not want to die, and I do not wish to kill you, because we've already done that. Too many people in here for my liking, if I'm being honest, including Clark. I was just hoping we could get him and be on our way.
Roll persuasion.
Let's see if I can get another one. A 10. That's better than a 1. I'll take that.
This is true.
Improvement.
Okay. So with that, the goblin just laughs. Foolish human, we outnumber you. Now you will die here. And everyone roll initiative.
All right.
How's that whole talking to him thing working out for you?
I mean, you know.
It happens.
10.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
I got a 9.
Okay, so I'll do it each character at a time. So, Killian, what's your initiative?
9.
9. Mer McDonald,
10.
10. And Silith,
3.
3. Oh.
Got those high initiative rolls for this one.
Yeah, it lulled me into a false sense of security by giving me a 6. It's like, I'm not going to give you a third one, and then it gave me a third.
Yep.
So up first is the leader of the goblins, and he's just going to. Okay, he's not going to do anything just yet, but he's gonna just grab Silda, hold on to him, so he can't leave, and that's his turn done.
Okay.
The goblin on the top, he's going to just stay there, ready his action. It's going to attack anyone that tries to come up. This goblin is going to go up to Silith, and is going to make an attack with scimitar.
Okay.
And that's it misses, so that's only 7 to 8.
Yeah.
feeling pretty confident he's going to stay right there. The second goblin is going to see 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to make his way to Killian and attempt to attack against Killian.
Okay.
He's going to. Well, 1, 2, okay. Oh my god. Okay. That one also misses. It's going to end its turn. This goblin is just going to go. Just goes to Scylla because it is closest, and attempt to make its attack. And okay. And that is,
Yeah, that hits.
21 to it. So it deals. One this. Okay. And 8 points of slashing damage. It strikes with its scimitar.
I go down unconscious.
Oh no.
Oh God.
And the last one is going to. He's going to move there, and that's his turn done. Okay, Ma McDonald's turn.
Okay, I am going to run up to the one that is behind Silith, kind of. Beautiful. And hit him with my Warhammer. Actually, first I'm going to rage. And I will hit him with my Warhammer.
Yeah, roll to it.
That is a 22.
Yeah, that is it. Roll for damage.
Eight. That is a 6.
Let's see. 6 points of damage. With that, it's you bash its face. It starts to bleed out. But as beaten as it looks, it's still alive.
Okay, that's my turn.
And then, okay, it's Sildar's turn, but he's too injured, too weak to do anything. He just stands there helpless, watching all this unfold. And now it's Killian's turn.
Okay. So, okay. If I use a healing spell, can I bring Silith back to consciousness from being knocked out, or do I have to do something specific?
Yes, if an healing spell, yeah, you can bring him back. But
Okay.
But because Killian fell unconscious, he will be prone at the start of his turn, and he will have to use half his movement to get back up.
Okay. Let's see, because I don't think I have one where it's bonus action being that one. Okay, so Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll try to fight the goblin in front of me with my mace first.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's see.
Roll to hit.
Alright. Uh, 18.
That is.
Alright.
Roll for damage.
And I got 4.
Okay. Now that you wait. It looks. I smack into it. It just looks. It looks a bit bruised. But yeah, but and it looks. It's a bit injured, but yeah. Later or not. Yeah.
Okay. And then for I'll use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Silith, but I'm gonna cast it with like a level 2 spell slot, so I get the additional 1d4.
Yeah.
So we haven't leveled up yet, so you'll still have to use a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, okay. I thought we did because that was why I made the other, the updated sheet or whatever. But okay, that's fine. I'll use a level 1. That's fine. That's 1d4. Okay, I got 4.
50. I appreciate that very much.
Yep. So Silith regains 4 HP.
Yeah. With that.
Does it add your spellcasting?
Oh wait, right. It's a plus. What is? Let me just double check. It doesn't have a plus thing. Oh yeah, plus spellcasting ability modifier. Sorry. So spellcasting ability modifier. That's wisdom. So it's plus 3. I forgot about that because I haven't used a lot of magic yet. Sorry.
I'm good.
With that, Silith regains consciousness, and he finds himself now just lying down on the floor with 2 goblins now just looking down at him. And is that your turn done?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. So is it Silith's turn?
So I will go ahead and stand up. Uses 15 feet of movement. My movement's 30.
Yeah.
And then I will use the disengage action. Go ahead and step back basically as much as I can.
5, 10.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. And then, okay, so the goblin leader's turn. It just watches this unfold, laughs, holds on to Sildar, and watches. And next is this goblin's turn. He's just going to, hold his action in case anyone comes up to him. He's this goblin is just going to go up and attempt to attack McDonald. So,
Oh, that hits.
so 20 to hit. He'd scimitar, 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so I am resistant to slashing.
So you only take 3.
Okay.
I think that's his. I think that's his turn done. Next. Okay. Yes. So it's. Okay. This goblin's gonna attempt to attack. He's gonna attempt to attack Killian, and so he's gonna roll a d20 plus a 4.
That hits.
21 to hit, so that's. So that is 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah.
This goblin, this is one that I think is the one that's really injured, so he's going to disengage as a bonus action, and he's going to move back also as far as he can, and he's going to pull out its short bow and attempt to attack Mark McDonald. Wait. So okay, so
Oh, that hits.
Fires. Okay, that's 7 after 3 because you're raging.
Okay. So at what point am I unconscious? Because I'm down to a 6.
Whenever you hit 0.
Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. I'm good then.
This goblin, he's just gonna move. He's gonna move here, and it's gonna ready its action. So if any threat comes close, it's gonna attack it. And now it's okay. Mark McDonald's turn.
Okay, I am going to hit the one that is closest to me with my warhammer.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Okay. That is a 15.
That just hits.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
That is a 12.
With that, with your rage, blood pumping, you feel the adrenaline, and Yama comes crashing down, and he just obliterates.
Yeah.
And they turned on.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Soldat's turn. It's all looking weak and injured. It can't do anything. So it's now Killian's turn.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I will again try to mace this goblin right in front of me. So,
Roll to attack.
I got a 22.
That is. Roll for damage.
Alright. I got 8.
With that, you swing your mace, and you go straight into the goblin. Blood starts pouring out as he cries out in pain, and he collapses dead.
Nice. Success. Let's see. Do I want to do another healing bonus action? Probably. Well, actually, wait. I think I forgot to use one of my abilities last time, so it's fine. But I think I can use my, what's it called? Preserve life, I think, which is like an action thing. Or no, it's a normal action, not a bonus action. Sorry. Okay, bonus action. I'll do the healing word thing again. Let me just roll for that. And because I forgot to read the other thing, let me add that to the thing. Yeah, okay, so +2. And then +3. Alright. So I'm going to cast it on Mom McDonald, and it's a heal of 9.
Ooh. Thank you.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
You're our pocket killer.
Yep.
You're so small.
I can fit in my pocket. Yeah, exactly. And that will end my turn.
Okay. It's Sylph's turn.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to go ahead and use not so reliable. Guess on the one up top. Not the goblin leader, but the other one up there.
Yeah, Mr. Staircase Goblin. Let's see. Will you actually hit a Ray of Frost?
Question. I may never know. Let's see.
Okay, so I think it's like about.
It's a 21.
Ah?
That is. Roll for damage.
That is a 2.
So you fire the ray of frost. It's similar. It gets like a bit of ice frozen on his body. It it sort of like cringes a bit, and but it does look hurt by it. Is that your turn up? You do have a movement and a bonus action.
I do not have anything I can use my bonus action with, and as far as movement, I'll move up just a smidge to behind Mom McDonald.
Looks like you cast cold wind that he has to put a jacket on to fix.
That's right.
It's a little drafty in here.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
And it's the leader. Seeing seeing this, he's going to grab Sildar, move it. It's going to hold his body up against the ledge, and he's going to say, "Truce, or the human dies." And he's going to hold his action, waiting for a response. The goblins hearing this, they're going to hold their actions just to see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with this. This is what I want to do.
Then it's
Yeah.
Mom McDonald's turn.
The problem is she gets to decide how this goes.
Uh-huh. Do we believe him or are we calling his bluff? Because I don't think he's going to drop him.
Roll.
What is-
You can make an insight check. Yeah.
Okay. $11.
Okay, 11. No, but just by looking at this, you're uncertain, but the way other goblins be acting, it's not something that you can risk. You can, you can call his bluff if you want, but you do know Sildar is like at death's door, and even a 10-foot drop would be enough to finish him. So it's
So he's pretty serious. Got it.
Okay, I'm going to hold my hands up and say, all right, all right.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
So that okay, and okay, it's it's Killian's turn. Are you doing the same?
Yeah, we might as well just like accept the truce for now.
Okay. Okay. The goblin looks and he goes, "Good. I am Yemik, and if you want this human safely returned, I have a favour I would like you to help me to accomplish."
What is this favor?
I want you to kill Clark and bring back his head, and I'll release the human.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough. We can agree to those terms.
You Sildar, sputtering. No, you can't trust a goblin. Don't trust him. Silence you. Do we have a deal?
I mean, sure. We killed him already anyway. Can't be too hard to bring back his head.
Go. Bring back his head, and the human is yours.
Good thing I have a dagger, I guess.
Yeah.
With that, so what we'd like to do with that, since you've explored the cave, I'll say it's pretty straightforward to make it back to where Clark is.
Yeah, we might as well head back to him then.
While
as,
we're there, we might as well check out his body and grab the javelins that Moth grabbed.
Yes, please.
Okay, and since the combat ended, and everyone gains a level up, so you're now level 3.
Okay. Yay. Now I can use the level 2 spell slots. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So you go back, you go back the way it came, through the tunnel, across the bridge, and through those pools of water. You make it back. I'm guessing you use the rope to climb down that chimney. That's where Clark is dead.
So there was one path we didn't check. Can we just check that out really quick on our way there? He's waiting on us anyway.
Yeah. So you glance over a path and you see the stream of water as a bend around, and as you look, you can tell that there's like a path that goes bends around and straight to where the entrance of the cave is. So it just takes you back.
Okay, just a shortcut to the entrance.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. We might as well go.
If you want, you can take a shortcut, so you don't have to climb up that climb down chimney again, and
go back through where the dogs were.
So it's not too long. You make it back to Clark's body. You see it with the javelin still pinned to the ground.
I shall leave the beheading to one of you two. I am not the strongest, and I do not wish to get blood on my gloves or outfit.
Oh, don't worry. As a healer, I'm used to blood, and this dagger is gonna find some use today. So I guess I will take his head off so that we can bring it back.
Easy enough. It takes a minute or so. You start carving through his neck, and eventually you do get the egg comes off. So
Okay.
You've got one bugbear head in your inventory.
Perfect. We should probably also check his body for other stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my javelins.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. As you. Let's see. Okay. As you look through Cloud's body, I'll want you to roll a D100.
Okay.
You know what? I've rolled enough ones today. I'm gonna go ahead and be the one to do it if you guys don't.
Let's see.
All right.
You said a D100?
Yeah.
97.
Goodness.
Okay. So, as you examine Clark's body, you do find on his person 3 platinum pieces.
Ooh, doggy.
This bugbear was pretty rich.
Mm-hmm.
What it was all for. Waiting. That's what all the ones were for. It was worth it.
yeah, exactly.
It was all worth it in the end.
So do we want to split it so we all have 1 platinum, or?
That's fine.
No, I'm not sharing.
Oh,
Kidding.
you better.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hand a piece to each of them as well. Well, I think this was a bit more than we were promised, so that's a pleasant surprise.
True. Any extra money is good money.
Okay.
I'll just head back to...
Yeah. So ready to move back. So you start heading your way back. It takes a short amount of time, but you do make it back. And
Okay. So we walk into the room. Do I just like walk in, drop the head on the floor, and like, you know, do a mic drop moment kind of thing?
You see, Yumik still holding Silda. Do you have the head? Show me.
Sure do. Pulls it out of my inventory to show him.
Good. The human is yours. For 1,000 gold pieces.
Great. Goblins.
You see, that's not really the terms we agreed upon. Why did you keep him alive anyway?
It looks. He's still holding. And he was ordered to do so. But that doesn't concern you, human. Pay up, or human dies.
Well, you weren't. You were ordered to do so by the guy we killed, so you no longer have orders to do so, so... I mean, do we look like we're rich?
With Clark dead, Yemik is now the leader. Now you humans pay or he dies.
Can I javelin him?
Well, he's reading his action. Any attack you do on him, it's going to drop Silda. Yeah, make an attack roll if you want.
Oh, yeah, I don't want him to drop him. Can either of you guys catch him if he falls?
If I'm allowed to do... Well, I don't think I can catch him, but I can heal him enough that I won't kill him when he falls.
He's in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, well, if I can use my... whatever it's called action, the one where I use like my holy symbol or whatever, I can just give him 15 hit points, which probably is enough to save him from that much of a fall.
Okay, what do we want to do? Are we risking it?
Hold on. Give me a moment to check something. May have an idea.
Okay.
If I knew how hold person worked, I could maybe... That's like basically like stop time, but on one person, like they can't move, right? Because it doesn't describe it very well in like the spell explanation?
Basically, think of them. It's like they're paralyzed
Oh, okay.
in a sense.
So that probably wouldn't be very helpful.
No, because I was thinking, hold person. Maybe I can catch him.
Yeah, hold him in midair. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, that is not how that works.
Dang.
Okay, we'll pay up, but you'll have to come with us. We left all our money on the cart outside.
Make a deception check.
Yeah, I can do that. A 15.
He looks and you must go retrieve the gold. We'll be waiting.
Okay.
No, that didn't do
Go
as
ahead and
much
walk
good.
away. Walk away. We can figure out a plan in the meantime. At least now the threat of him just tossing him down right now is gone.
That's
Okay.
true.
So we'll just hide in the entrance where they can't see us.
Yeah, we'll just kind of walk around. But so I do not know about all of you, but I do not have 1,000 gold, and I don't believe, no offense, that you all do either.
Not that he can have.
So whenever we leveled up, did that give us our new spell slots or no?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I may be able to work out something. Okay. I'm going to cast Silent Image. So I create an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. Appears a spot in range. Purely visual. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna create a cart full of gold as the silent image.
Okay.
And then once I do that, I'm going to kind of wheel it back in, but I want the two of you to be in front of me as we do this.
Okay.
And I'll stop a good distance away. I'll be like, okay, now here's the gold. Give us Sildor. And we can be on our way.
Right. So, is that a plan? So you start casting, and the image of a barrel filled with gold pieces manifests in front of you, and then so you start like you start miming the action of pushing it in as you use the spell to move the illusion.
Mhm.
Okay. Eunuch and the
Yeah,
goblin
because
seeing this, and he looks astonished. That was pretty quick, humans. I'm impressed.
well, we wanted to ensure our friend stayed alive, and it was already in the cart on the back wagon.
Go ahead, agree. Eunuch just tells good points to the goblin like close by. You fetch me the gold, and the human goes free. The goblin starts to.
Ma, can you keep him away? We supplied our deal. How do we know you're not just going to take the gold and trick us again like you did before? We want Sildor, and we'll leave this here. We wouldn't be able to run really quick with a cart full of gold anyway, so...
Make roll I guess a deception, because you know the gold isn't real. And
12.
12. We get gold. I'll let human go at the same time. Deal.
Well, I mean, we
Okay.
can let the
I'll go ahead
goblin-
I'll go ahead and will it up to you then. That way, as I'm not armed, so it's not like I'll be able to do much. And we can meet halfway. You bring Sildor and I'll bring the gold, and that way we can do the trade-off.
So it's out. Start bringing the gold up, and you get pretty far. And I go all the way up to Yimik.
I'll go halfway. I'll have him come the other half of the way.
And he's coming further. Still been able to hold it on. But yeah. Well, give me the gold.
Okay, I'll just kind of like wheel it there, leave it.
Very good, human. He's yours to go. He's very injured and battered, and he starts limping across.
I'll go ahead and help him like walk, like give him an arm to lean on.
Thank you,
Or
friend.
shoulders.
And as you leave, you start. He goes to the gold.
Oh no!
Tries to put his hands into it. Goes through it. What trickery is this? Why can't I grab the gold?
Oh, it only is able to be touched by those who aren't greedy. And I'm gonna start running with what's his face.
Oh my gosh!
It is. trick deceivers as you run. I guess everyone roll initiative again.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay. That wasn't a 1. Good.
okay.
All right.
Oh, 4.
Okay. Okay. For initiative, what do you get, Killian?
10.
10. Ma McDonald,
4.
4. And Silith,
12.
12. Okay. So first is Silith. So
Okay. And you'll need to swap me with Cillian because I was escorting him and such.
Uh, oops. Okay. So. Okay, it's your turn. Because you're holding on to Zelda, it's gonna like you can if you drag him along, you can only use half your movement.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get him as far as I can. So 15 feet.
Yeah. So okay, so that's 5, 10, okay, 15.
And then cast magic missile. Trying to decide who I want to hit. I guess I'll hit their leader, Yimmick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and target him with all 4 blasts. So he takes 17 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness! Just with that, you create 4 like it's 4 magical darts. You fire off each, all 4 just go straight through him like bullets. Blood starts to pour out, leak out from the holes. He just looks shocked, and he just collapses dead on the ground.
Well, I should have done that in the first place.
Sure seems that way. A lot better than your
That's my
cold
turn.
wind spell.
Yeah, try that first next time.
Alright, that's my turn.
Goblin, seeing that their leader's dead, he's for Yimmick, and he starts charging down. And he's gonna attack with his scimitar.
Ready?
He rolls a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that indeed hits.
And it deals 3 points of slashing damage.
Woo! Still up.
Then second goblin is going to go. And it's going to go to Silda. We don't need the human anymore. And it's going to attempt to attack Silda. And something I failed to mention is Silda is not wearing his armor. So he has his armor, his weapons stripped away. And I'm gonna attempt. Let's see. 15 to hit. Okay, I'm not gonna roll for damage because 1 hit, and you see Zeldar just collapse to the ground, unconscious and bleeding out. And that's the goblin's turn. And this goblin is going to go in between, try and block your exit, and as it does so, it's going to attack Ma McDonald. Roll. And 8, and it misses. So, and then it's Killian's turn.
Okay. I guess since am I within like combat range with the goblin, or will he attack me if I try to run over?
No, you are within range. As long as you're within 5 feet, as long as you move away, you'll have opportunity to attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Basically, if I like ran over to help the injured over there, if I get attacked, so I guess I will get attacked if I try to run over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I will first try to cast Mace.
Okay.
So let's see.
Make an attack roll.
17.
That is. Roll for damage.
And I have 6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage. Okay. So when it ends up it bludgeons him. It starts bleeding, very badly injured, very close to death. But it still remains okay, I think. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use a bonus action probably because I want to try to stop our friend from bleeding to death. So I'm gonna try to cast a healing word on him. This time I actually have a 2nd level spell slot, so I'm gonna use one of the 2nd level spell slots. So roll 2d4 plus 3 plus 2. I heal him for 13 health.
Okay.
So hopefully that stabilizes his condition a bit.
As I cast it, it comes to now prone, but looking a lot better now. It's not as injured as he once was.
Nice. Now you can repay us by living through this fight.
So,
That should be the end of my turn.
okay, it's Soldar's turn. Yeah. And let's just okay. Okay, so okay. Okay. One. Okay. He has no weapon, so he's going to attempt an unarmed strike to punch the punch the goblin close to him. Yes. No, I think I'll go for the one that's next to Silith. Attack that. So, and so it rolls. Proficiency plus 2. Okay, so that's a plus. So it'll be a +3 to it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, he does 2 points of +10 damage. It just whacks it punches the goblin in the face.
Now that's the kind of haymaker I healed you for.
And I think that's it. And Mel McDonald's turn.
Okay, she is going to absolutely go off on this guy with her warhammer. This goblin right next to her. So let me roll here. Ooh, 13.
As you're gonna hit it, the goblin pulls out its shield, deflects the blow.
Okay, that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. Okay. It's Silith's turn.
Alrighty. Oh, I believe I shall do the same as last time. This time, I'll use 1 magic missile on the guy right in front of me, and 3 on the one beside Sildor. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So the one on the right takes 2 damage.
2 damage. Yeah.
The one on the left takes 8. Why couldn't I have rolled a 4 on the other?
I know, right?
Right. Okay. And now let's see. Okay.
I'm out of stuff.
First one gets injured, but the second one is as magic missiles go through him. This one also also falls dead on the ground.
That's my turn. I'm not going to risk an opportunity attack.
This goblin, seeing this, also knowing you're responsible for murdering Yimik, is going to swing its scimitar at Silith.
Understandable.
He's gonna. You will pay for your. You will die for what you did. And he swings his scimitar, and tray free to it, and that does 7 points of slashing damage.
That's my turn for a nap again.
Oh no. Not again.
Fine, I'll be fine. I'm sure. You guys got this.
Yeah.
This goblin. It was going. It will attack Killian. So
Okay.
I think, and let's see. And 20 to it.
Okay.
Uh,
That should hit me.
it does 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That's his turn done. And now it's Killian's turn.
Alright. So, as my action, I will use Preserve Life, which lets me select any buddy within 30 feet of me and then divide up 15 hit points between all of them. So I will give Silith 12 of those hit points, and then I will heal 3 from
So
myself.
generous.
And because that is my action, I cannot cast Mace. So that'll be my turn.
Okay. So up next and Isilda. It's gonna try. Excuse me. He's going to attempt to finish off the goblin. He's going to make an unarmed strike. Plus 40. So it swings in. The goblin ducks, and it does have multi-attack. So it's going to attempt to attack again. So the first it misses, it swings in with the right hook, and that one connects, dealing 2 points of bludgeoning damage, knocking some of the goblin's teeth out. Oh. That's his turn done. It's Ma McDonald's turn.
Alright. I am going to attempt to Warhammer that goblin again.
Roll to attack.
That is a 14.
So once again, it brings out, it raises its shield, it deflects the attack. Ding.
Alright, that's my turn then.
It's Silif's turn.
Alrighty, I will use Shocking Grasp. Let's see. So that is an 8. I assume does not hit.
Okay, so as you raise your hand out, sparks of electricity and lightning starts to form. Sparks out. The goblin sees this, anticipates, and just ducks out of the way as it goes straight. It's a wall. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, it's the goblin's turn again. It's okay. The goblin is okay. He's good. It's making an attack on Silith. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
And he does 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Good.
And then it's I see this goblin is it's just gonna see okay I'm just gonna I'll sort of roll d6. 1 to 3 attacks Ma. 4, 5, 6 killing. Okay, so it's gonna attack Ma. And 11 to hit. Yeah, that misses. So it swings its scimitar at Ma. Seeing this, it manoeuvres and quickly ducks out of the way, and it's Killian's turn.
Alright. Now I get to cast Mace. So let's see. Attack roll. I got a 6, so I get to miss.
So its wing, unfortunately, it doesn't connect. Is that your turn?
Let me just make sure I don't have any random bonus actions I can do. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's Sildar's turn. Okay, seeing the goblin is weak, is really injured. He's going to attempt to finish it off with his unarmed strikes. 22 to hit, so so with that, he sweeps his leg, knocks the goblin to the ground, and just pounds his head into the dirt, into the concrete dirt, kill him instantly, and
Nice.
Remind me to take this guy along with me on my next adventure.
and he's going to move a bit closer, and that's his turn. And it's McDonald's. Ma's turn.
All right, I will once again attempt to Warhammer this guy, and it is a 25.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That is. Roll for damage.
All right. Oh shoot! Sorry, not 33. That should be 3. So it should be 6.
Okay. With that, you swing down, and the last of the goblins fall.
Yeah,
Success.
we did it.
And
So, Theodore, where did they put your gear?
Yeah, we got to get this guy a weapon.
You see, the injured soldier all the winter. It approaches you. Well done, friend. Thank you for my rescue. Unfortunately, Gunjan was taken to Cragmore Castle. But it's dangerous. We better head off. We better make our way to Fendelven, and I'll tell you everything once we're safe.
Sounds good to me. I take it you're going to be riding with us, seeing as how your horse is not working.
That's one way of putting it.
Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Escort me safely, and I'll make sure you are rewarded for your efforts. I don't have any gold on me, but once I acquire some, it'll be yours. I promise you.
Well, then let us make our way out of this cave. I would very much like to. But there's a lot of blood on me. Most of which is my own, I believe.
Yeah, I might want to get that looked at.
And with that, eventually make your way out of the cave. You then it takes some time. You follow the path back to the trail where you left the oxen. You see, and then you make the rest of the way there. It just has to take the rest of the day to make it to the town of Fandal. Let's see. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so the dirt road it emerges from a wooded hillside, and you first catch your glimpse of Fandalin. The town consists of like 40 to 50 simple log buildings built from old like fieldstone foundations. There's more old ruins, crumbling stones covered in ivory, surrounded the newer houses and shops. Most of the newer buildings are like set on the sides of cart tracks, which widens into a muddy main street of sort as it climbs towards a ruined manor house on a hillside east of the town. As you approach further, you can see children playing on the town green, townfolk tending to the chores, or running errands at shops. Most of them look up as you approach by, but they carry on with the business. Soldar goes, "My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint. I believe that it's the Stone Hill Inn.
Do you happen to know where that's at? I'm not familiar with this city.
And he just looks. It's he gives directions. Basically, it's the build. It's like in the, where Town Green is. Like the main town centre. The building, like that's just in the northeast corner. But he does say that further up north, to the far edge of town, is Barthen's Provisions. If he hasn't closed his shop just yet, he may have enough time to drop off the wagon of supplies.
Yeah, we might as well. Up by
Yeah.
there beforehand.
Probably a good plan.
So, as you get in and off, you see him going at the centre, aiming to turn, and he enters the inn, and you can't take further up north, and you do see a shop with a sign that says, in common, Barthen's Provisions. In the shop, it does appear to be still open.
Okay. I'll go ahead and head inside.
Same.
Yep, same.
As you enter, you're inside. It's a quaint shop. You look and most of the supplies are just adventuring gear. There are no weapons of any kind, just lanterns, rope, things like that. And behind the counter you see this slim, balding man. Howdy, strangers. What can I do for you?
We're here to drop off some supplies from Gundren.
You must be the group that working for Gundren. Yeah, I'm expecting you. And he looks out, sees a wagon. That's a mighty fine job bringing these to me. What was it? 10 gold pieces each?
Yes, I believe that was right.
And he pulls out his pouch and hands each one of you 10 gold pieces.
Thank you. We
kindly.
appreciate it.
Gundren sent you. I haven't seen Gundren in quite some time. It's probably fine.
He was last time I saw him.
We just got to make sure that's the case later.
Yeah.
He does have two brothers, Nundro and Farden. You may have heard of them. They're just camping outside of town.
Good to
really?
know.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do for you, fine gentleman?
Do you guys need any supplies?
Not that I can think of.
Do we want to get a lantern?
Do you guys need a lantern? I know I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're probably good
I have
then.
a bunch of torches, so I'm probably
Okay,
fine
cool.
with torches.
That was the only thing I could think of. All right, I think we're good then.
In order. Okay, I'll be seeing you. And he gets back to tending the shop.
Right. I guess we head on back to the inn and maybe rest up.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We all need a little bit of rest after our goblin encounters.
Yeah.
Okay. So. So you head back out and you make it into the Stone Hill Inn. You can see that this is like recently built and constructed out of rough-looking timber. As you enter the common room, it's filled with locals sipping down their mugs of ale and all sorts, and you see Sildar inside waiting, and so you can go to the innkeep, and he goes, if you want to stay for the night, that's 5 silver pieces per room. I do offer meals, ale.
A meal in a room sounds quite nice. Cillian, are you fine sharing a room?
Sure, that's fine with me. I only take.
No
up half
offense
of
to
the
y'all,
room.
but I'm gonna get my own.
That's understandable.
It looks okay, fine. Okay, so separate rooms. So that's so 4 rooms in total. That'll be 2 gold pieces.
Well, me and Cillian will share a room, so.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm really short. I can like curl up in a ball at your feet at the bottom of the bed. You know.
Keep your feet warm.
Exactly.
I'll go ahead and pay the money.
Okay. That also gets us our. Well, no, I guess not. That's just the rooms, right? We have to buy meals afterwards.
Yeah. So for 3 rooms, that's 1 gold, 5 silver, and a meal is 3 silver pieces.
Okay. I definitely need food because I don't have rations.
I do have rations, but I'd rather have food.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so 3 meals, so that's 9 silver.
Yep. I mean, unless our friend here also needs a meal.
Really, he can pay for his own meal, right?
Probably, but I mean, we did pay for his room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well pay for his meal too.
Okay.
And as you pay, sit down and enjoy your meal, and everyone retires to their rooms, where everyone Yeah, so everyone will get the benefits of a long rest.
Mine is an extra long. I'm
Okay.
feeling trashy.
So long rest means I get all my spell slots back, right?
Yep.
And then I heal, I don't know.
All of it.
All of it? Okay, cool. Woohoo! So we get attacked by some goblins in our sleep, or we get a good night's rest.
So so you all get on a long rest. You wake up. It's not now like a new day. It's very early morning, and so what would you like to do? So in this town, there's the inn, and as you walk by earlier, you do spot some buildings, and like a town hall, a shrine, some general stores and trading posts.
Um, Go ahead.
So I don't know if we really need any supplies. We could.
Go ahead and start looking for Gundren.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we need anything.
Yeah, I was thinking like we should probably talk to Mr. Guy we saved and see like if he has any additional details, and then maybe talk with Gundren's brothers afterwards.
Yeah, we can do that. That sounds good.
Because he was kind of dying last time, pretty much when he was telling us about Gundren being taken. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he feels a little bit better now.
Yeah, exactly. After a nice rest at the inn, he might be
A nice free
able to
meal.
talk about it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we at least need to find
Pre-in
out where the
meal.
castle is.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So we'll go talk to Sildar. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, Sildar.
Yeah. So so you see him. He's now looking a lot better. Like he's back more healthy looking. Not as injured. He greets you. A good night's sleep is what I need. Thanks again. I promise you, once I get some gold, I will reward you for your generosity.
Yeah. So where's this castle that you mentioned Sildor got kidnapped to?
Let's see. Yes. I overheard the goblins while I was being tortured. They mentioned Cragmore Castle. Unfortunately, I don't know where that is exactly. Just that Gundren has been taken there.
You know why they took him there? It seems odd for goblins, I guess, to organize something like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That to be honest, I don't know. All I know is interested in the map. Uh, I think Clark was working for someone. I heard a name. I think its name, the Black Spider. I don't know what that means, but someone named the Black Spider is behind this. I think. So I was in.
Okay.
So, what did they try to get information, or what information did they try to get out of you during all the torturing?
I did promise you I will tell you this. Very. So what I understand is that 5 centuries ago, clans of dwarves and gnomes made an agreement known as the Fandelver's Pact, which allowed the two to share a rich mine in this wondrous cave known as the Wave Echo Cave. Human spellcasters allied themselves with the dwarves and gnomes to channel and bind their energy into a great forge called the Forge of Spells, where magic items could be crafted. Times were good back then, and the nearby town of Vandalen prospered as well. But disaster struck when the orcs swept through the north and laid waste in all their path. The orcs, reinforced by evil wizards, attacked Wave Echo Cave to seize its riches and magical treasures. Human wizards fought alongside the dwarf and gnomes to defend the Forge of Spells, and ensuring that the battle destroyed much of the cavern. Few survived the cave-in and tremors, but the location of the Wave Echo Cave was lost, and that's when Gundren discovered it. And the map we had was the location to that cave and to that forge.
I see. That is pretty important information.
Well then. Well, whoever is going after this probably isn't good, so we should definitely find him in that map. Plus, I'm quite interested in learning about this Forge of Spells. Yeah, perhaps we could talk to his brothers, like you said. Maybe they'll know where the location of this castle is.
Unfortunately, I don't know the exact locations. Just the camp outside of town, somewhere in the woods. My best bet would ask the innkeep. He's sort of around. Maybe he knows of someone who could help you.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, let's go talk to him then.
So you go to innkeep and only roll an insight.
I'll leave that up to one of you two.
I've just got a +1.
So I have +5. I'll roll it.
Okay.
+5. I got a 10.
Okay, it's not too difficult, but you do notice that the innkeeper does have something on his mind. He does come off a bit distracted, and a bit worried of sorts.
Okay. So I notice he's worried. All right. Well, something bothering you?
Yeah, yeah. Came to this town to make it rich in the mines. Not really much for a miner, so I started this inn instead. And it's those damn red brands. They're a nuisance. They go in, threaten anyone who sets a store here. They think they own the place. They come and wreck. They bully, interrogate, threaten to kill you if they don't get their way. Yeah.
So this Red Brands, you said, is this a gang? Then?
Yeah, a gang, yeah. They pretty much run everything. They mostly hang around the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Okay. Well, perhaps you can help give us some information if we help get them off your back.
Well, if you can, I'd advise not make enemies with the red brands. But you're welcome to try, and I'll provide any information that I can.
Well, don't worry. Our attempts at persuasion have gone swimmingly so far.
Yeah.
Masters of communication. You said Sleeping Giant Inn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do we want to go there and do that, or do we want to just first ask to see if he at least knows anything about where the brothers are?
So, yeah. Wouldn't hurt.
Okay. So, Mr. Innkeep, have you heard anything about Gundren's brothers that I definitely remember the names of?
The names Nundro and Farden.
Okay. Nundro and Farden.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to roll my portent since we took a long rest.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. So it looks same thing. I haven't seen the two in a while. Sorry. I think it goes. Well, there may be. There may be someone who can help you. Let's, I know there's Narf, an old farmer. I think Sister Grail oversees the Shrine of Luck. Recently left town a few days and returned exhausted and wounded. They might know something. uh, maybe uh, um, so I think, and I don't know. It just knows some rumors, but um, it does say whatever's happened to Gundren. I think the red bands have some kind of connection.
Okay.
So our leads are to go to the sleeping giant inn to confront the red brands, or we can go and talk to the farmer guy or the sister that runs the, what was it, Shrine of Luck, I think.
Yes.
So probably want to go talk to the other two leads before we walk into the middle of a gang hideout.
What?
Just to, possibly avoid walking into the middle of a gang hideout.
Aw, come on. Where's the fun in that?
Well, I mean, we are fully healed and all, but who knows how many people are in this gang? Probably more than the amount of goblins we fought.
Yeah,
and they're
that's
also not goblins.
You can have a gang of 2 people, right?
Yeah, we got our own gang.
That's right.
Yeah. Our gang of 3 versus their gang of 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm guessing, well, maybe the farmer guy first.
Yeah, let's go hit up the farmer first.
So let's check. So let's see. I think. I'm just gonna. Okay. Okay, so okay, go for okay, let's see. Uh, uh, Weird, there's a shrine, some general stores, there's some farms.
Oh, we're going to talk to the farmer guy that the innkeeper told us about.
Okay, you head to the farm, and you do see a bunch of farmers, and let's see. There's, okay. And you do see it like a mixed of farm. It's like a large field. From working, you see a little like a cottage, close by.
Do we actually know what this guy looks like to go find him or where he was? Do we just go asking around, being like, "Hey, have you met whatever's? I know it starts with an N." the farmer's name? It's like Nuff or something like that.
Uh,
I mean, he told us where the farm was, so yep.
Okay.
We don't need to know what he looks like if we know where he lives, right?
Yeah, just gonna knock on his door.
You see, the door opens. You see like a human male. Help, farmer North. How can I help you?
What did the farmer know exactly?
He might know where the brothers are.
Okay, cool. Yes, we were wondering if you could help us find Nundro and Tharden. We work for Gundren and wanted to talk to them.
Yeah, come on in. If you give him more information, my boss knows more than me. You can talk to her.
Okay, that sounds good. And
Quelline, we have some visitors. I'll be down soon. And like some small steps. And into his room, we see this very small female halfling, about 45 years old. Steps, comes down. What can I do for you?
yes, I was just telling your friend here that we are looking for Nundro and Tharden.
Probably near Wave Echo Cave. Well, they'll be close by that.
Echo Cave. Okay. Do you know where that is exactly?
Sphinx for a moment. Very few. Very few people know the exact location. But I have a friend that's Radolf. He's a druid. He knows every inch of land in this area. He'll know where the cave is.
Okay. Where can we find your friend?
I reckon Radolf is still up at Thunder Tree way up north. Just left there recently.
Okay. How far away is Thunder Tree?
I can give you directions. It's like 50 miles to northeast. It might take you, if you're going at a normal pace, 2 days worth of travel.
Okay, good to know. Guess we might as well take down the directions just in case.
Yeah.
And it pulls out like a map. It draws like like the instructions how to get there, so you can get there relatively easy.
Much appreciated. I guess we probably don't need much else from her.
True.
Yep.
Well, you have a fine day. And then we can go and head out. So do we want to try our other lead, the person at the Shrine of Luck, see if they know anything better?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So.
Works for me.
Let's see. Okay. And, and as you make this right, you see that from all the buildings, this is like the only temple that exists, and as you see it's you see like very carvings and stuff depicting Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune, and as you enter inside, you do see inside this young elven woman.
Alright.
And like she does notice you when she does notice you enter. So it goes up and introduces herself. Greetings, I am Sister Garale. Gararel? Yeah. Sister Gararel. How can I be of service?
Yes, we were looking for Ndro and Tharden, or directions to Wave Echo Cave. Or even Cragmore Castle, any of the above. We're kind of pursuing a few different leads at the moment, I suppose.
Yes, that's true. We did forget to ask the halfling lady about the castle.
Yeah,
So I suppose the druid may know. If he knows the whole land, he probably knows where both are.
True.
Unfortunately, I do have my own worries. My superiors have asked me to do this very delicate mission. But if you help me out, I could try and aid you on your quest.
What might this mission be? We can't agree to help until we have some sort of idea what it is.
My superiors want me to gain some information about a spell book that's currently in the hands of a banshee named Agatha.
And where did you say this banshee was at?
The banshee isn't too far. She has a lair outside somewhere in the woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of dangerous.
Though a spellbook would be nice. I could use those spells. Perhaps
Assuming you're allowed to read it afterwards.
Well, I could read it before.
That's true. I mean, it might be worth it.
Yeah, and if they're out in the woods, we may run into Tharden and Nundro.
True.
Okay. Well, we can consider it. Thank you. We'll let you know if we come across that spell book and...
Be right back.
Okay. Well then. So, what is our goal right now? What are we trying to do? Are we trying to find Gundren and rescue him, or are we just trying to find Wave Echo Cave? Because if we go save Gundren to get the map to find Wave Echo Cave, we could perhaps Just skip the middleman. But probably try to save Gundren.
Yeah, we should try to save him. We don't want to just leave him wherever he is. In the hands of whoever he's with.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus there's a good chance that if he's been captured for too long, whatever this person is that captured him will just get the information to where the cave is and then we'll have to fight them there. But if we can just avoid them even finding the cave, then that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, what would you like to do now?
That's what we were discussing.
So you do know the Halfling farmer mentioned a druid friend in front of the tree that is confident and knows almost any location in the area, including Cragmore Castle and the cave. There's a sister Garael, who will provide support if you help gain information about a spell book that's in the possession of a banshee.
I'm going to ask her what exactly she can help us with. So do you know the location of Cragmore Castle, or how will you assist us if we get this spell book?
I can provide free healing potions. That's all I can do.
Okay. So we. It'll take us 2 days to get to that tree, and then who knows how many days to get to Cragmore Castle. And so we can go to the Banshee, go to the tree, or go to the gang. I'm interested in the spell book, for sure.
Okay, so then do we want to do Banshee first? Or do we want to try to find the castle and get Gundren first?
The Banshee's not too far away, so we could do that, get the spell book, get healing potions, which would be nice.
And then look for Gundren.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm fine with that. So Banshee first.
Works for me. Do we have any way to actually handle a banshee? Because I think they're like, ghosts, and you can't really hit them with like a warhammer.
I have magic. We could perhaps go to a smithy or something and maybe find a cheap magical weapon, or maybe silver. I don't know if silver works.
I don't know. I know she said there was a general store, but is there like a blacksmith around?
Yes, there is. There's a blacksmith that's opposite of Barthen's shop.
Okay. Yeah, we could run by there, see if we could perhaps get some cheap magical weapon, or maybe somehow enchant a weapon we already have to. Because I don't need to worry about it. I've got magic. You have magic as well, though I'm not sure if you have any damaging magic. The main concern would be Maw's attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do have damaging magic, but not like a lot. It kind of depends, because I have like a couple spells that I could maybe use. Yeah, no, spiritual weapon just summons a floating weapon, and bless doesn't do anything that Well, if I bless a Warhammer, will the Warhammer be able to hit a ghost? It doesn't say anything about it, but it would make sense.
That'd be a good option if that does work.
It just says whenever a target makes an attack or saving throw against it for the spell ends, add a d4. Okay, so probably not.
Wait, you said you have a magic weapon?
Oh, I have a spiritual weapon, which is like conjure a floating thing, like floating mace or something.
Okay.
It's like the magic knife.
Okay. Well, you'd have that at least to deal damage because, I mean, still not physical.
Yeah, true.
That'd be...
I mean, realistically, right? I can just walk into the room and then continuously activate turn undead, so it just runs away the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the blacksmith, see if we can't get anything, I guess.
Might as well.
Okay. As you begin to approach your way to the blacksmith, you do see a person in red stand. A few people in red stand in front of you, dressed in like red hooded cowls. They snort. They look at you intensely. Word has it you've been asking questions about Cragmore Castle. We don't take kindly to people that ask questions around here.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you just asked us a question. So are you not gonna take too kindly to yourself?
We don't take kindly to people that contradict us. We are the...
Well, I guess I'm 2 for 2 then.
You are definitely not taken kindly to.
We are the Red Brand, and we run this town. If we tell you to stop something, you better believe me, you stop.
How many of them are there?
Four of them.
Good. Well then, I'll stop. I want to ask you one question, and then I'll stop asking questions. If, you know. So, am I not allowed to ask any questions? Like, can I not ask the price of an item, or are there only certain questions I'm not allowed to ask?
Just don't ask about Cragmore Castle or Wave Echo Cave. That's none of your business.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe we can agree to that.
One of them just holds up the weapon. Maybe we could make sure you learn your lesson. And they pull out the weapons and it's stop it right here for one. It's almost 6. I think it's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
So we're about to get attacked.
Yeah.
Possibly. They seem not friendly, but that they might just be trying to intimidate us, you know?
That's possible. I think you asked too many questions, though.
I definitely think you did.
Yeah.
They don't take kindly to that.
Yes, unfortunately. Lilith likes to ask questions.
Yeah. That is a very wizard thing to do.
Okay, I'm good with stopping right now.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that's it for last stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want, we can continue this like without having to stream. It's up to you. Thanks again for showing up and playing. And
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Of course.
Thanks for hosting.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of 5 Day Gamers. And goodbye, everyone.